Hi, welcome to another episode of the Realty of Sobriety. Welcome to our tea table. Today we have a very special guest. She is my bestie. Natasha, if you remember in episode 3, the episode of grief and recovery, you asked me that damn
Oh.
question. You got me crying. If I lost someone
Ah,
in my world, if I lost somebody, wait, what was the question?
it was who
If you
is the
could slap
person?
someone. Sorry.
No, it was who is the person that if you lost your world would completely shatter?
And this is her,
That's you.
everyone that, yeah, this is Marissa. Marissa, welcome. I'm
Aw,
glad that you could join us today.
thank you so
Please
much.
don't leave
Ditto, ditto. I won't leave.
ever.
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 No,
Ever. You're not
no,
allowed.
no.
And I'll blink twice if I need help.
Okay. So,
So,
Marissa and I became best friends. I think we connected right away when we met, just like Natasha, just like you and I did. Um, we were at a Recovery Dharma meeting,
Mhm.
and Marissa was actually there with her daughter who did go through rehab. And that would have been in July, right?
No, no, no. That was November, early December.
Right, right.
Early.
But
Oh, she was
your
in
daughter
rehab
went
in August that year.
August of 2023.
Yeah.
okay.
Yep.
Yeah. And so I'll let Marissa tell the story, why she got sober, how she got sober, and all that. But
Okay.
Marissa had shared something during that meeting that I had just worked through in my recovery that was just so hard to do. And I was actually there to share that to encourage other people
Oh,
that day.
wow.
And
Mhm.
Marissa shared that she was going through that. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I was so meant to be here today. I was meant to talk to this woman. So afterwards, after the meeting, I went up to her and we connected and we're inseparable.
That's
It's
it.
fate.
The rest is
It is.
history.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
So,
So
what
go
was the
ahead.
thing? Can you tell me? Or is
Hmm,
that part of your story that you're going to share?
I mean, I feel like when people want a story, they want like a rock bottom, right? And I don't quite feel like I fit that category completely.
Hmm.
Whatever bottom I hit was rock enough for me.
Yeah.
Like um it it wasn't like my world came crashing down. I wasn't homeless. I wasn't losing anything,
Yeah.
honestly. Like
Yeah.
I was living the life and loving every second of it until I wasn't, until my body, I think, just said enough, until my daughter started having serious problems and her addiction, and then
Oh.
wanting to get her into rehab. So, um, growing up, like I didn't really party, but I rebelled a lot. I was a middle child. My relationship with my parents is strained. My father's gone. I haven't spoke to my mother in quite a while, siblings, and it's a whole like mess. Went to college, got pregnant in college, had to come home. Um, got married, started having babies, and just kind of slipped into like the mom role and the life. And I love every second of it because being a mom and being a wife is my favorite, like
Mhm.
my favorite thing ever. So, but then as my kids got older and I started having like a little bit more, we started having more like freedom in our adult life, like finally, because I never had that when I was younger. It was like,
Mhm.
oh, okay, I can start drinking more. And then COVID. And
Yeah.
that was when the wheels really fell off. Because what else was there to do? I mean, certainly there is like a million other things we could have chose to do, but we chose to drink. And I had
Yeah.
a girlfriend at the time that we were absolutely inseparable. Everybody thought we were in some weird quasi lesbian relationship, and we were so close. We did everything together. We drank together. We went on vacation. Like we just did everything
Mhm.
together. And then the drinking turned into using like a lot of cocaine. And I was the supplier of it, and I was the party organizer, and I was the one in control of all of it. And so basically, I was able to kind of get high on my own supply. And
Mm.
soon it became less about the drinking and more about being able to get high, but I needed to drink to justify starting to get high. Like
Yeah.
I wasn't like every day up and Adam doing
Mhm.
lines and drinking. It
Right.
was more like Friday, Saturday, and then it would evolve into like Sunday. Like, well, let's have brunch. And then brunch
Mhm.
became an all day, you know, just drug fueled fest,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
it would trickle into Monday and then Tuesday. And like, I have always worked out. I've always taken care of my body. I've, trained for bodybuilding competitions, and I've run 50-mile races, and I've pushed my body to the limits. I've always loved like being fit and healthy.
Mhm.
And I started to feel, even though I was still going to the gym constantly, like the going to the gym is like a non-negotiable for me, no matter where I'm at in my life. But when I was hungover, I was pushing myself just as hard. And I started going and just feeling like I am high and I'm still drunk and I'm at the gym. Like, and
Yeah.
people would
Mhm.
compliment me and I'd be like, but you don't even know. Like, I feel like shit. I'm destroying myself. Like, I don't know. So, the summer when I got sober, my daughter really she was hitting rock bottom. She would go missing, and I don't want to talk too much about her because that's her story, and we're
No, that's
estranged at the
fine.
moment. So, um,
Okay.
I
Totally respect that.
yeah, and that'll come back. I'm
Yeah.
confident of it, but right now I think we both need our space, and however many. I never thought it'd turn into 2 years, but it might turn into
Yeah.
4. So that's okay.
Yeah.
I'm her mom and I'm here
Yeah.
and I will always be. So but that summer I started feeling like things shifting. Like I was still going through the motions with my best friend. Like we're drinking, but she got a new boyfriend, and suddenly like our friendship was changing, and we were drinking and partying and using. And then she would leave and go spend time with her boyfriend, and I would be home like stuck in this like, okay, here I am, like wide awake.
Yeah.
Like, and
Oh.
then I would just keep doing it on my own then, because what else am I gonna do, you know? Um, and so I noticed like our friendship starting to change, and we're still trying to squeeze in like all this partying. And then my youngest daughter graduated from high school, and our kids' high school graduation parties, we've always thrown massive like weekend long camping parties.
Hmm.
And this party, like, and they've always been a lot of fun. But this party, like, there was weird energy in the vibe. And I was up for 3 days straight. I didn't sleep. I was up, I was using. And then because of my daughter's situation going into rehab, and my best friend at the time had a brother who was an alcoholic who lost his life
Oh
um,
no.
in his alcoholism. And then my oldest son, so he wanted to try like a sober August. My daughter's party was July 28th. I was up, awake, drunk and high till July 30th, midday. And I woke, or all of July 30th, woke up July 31st, and I just was like, I'm done. We're gonna start sober August. Like, this is just a month-long thing, like
Hmm.
we'll start. And so, okay. So I actually started a day early because I'm in competition with myself on everything, and I want to be
You're
one
like,
day better.
watch.
So there, yeah. So we decided to start a sober August, and I really embraced it because August 14th, my daughter went into rehab. August 10th, my friend lost her brother.
Mm.
And throughout that month, she kept saying, oh my gosh, September 1st, we're gonna party. We're gonna party. Like we're gonna drink September 1st. I'm gonna take the day off work. Like we're gonna, and I was always like, okay, yeah. Like deep down, I think I knew right away, like within a week
Right.
of being completely sober,
Mhm.
that I was done. Like I was checking out of the building on this. Um, and so the end of August came up, and I sat down with my best friend and I had made my decision already. And I told her, I said, I think I'm just going to keep on going with this. I'm feeling really good. And, her response was, well, we can still have a margarita once in a while, or we can still drink once in a while. And I was just like, no, like, I really I don't think I can moderate.
Yeah.
She's like, well, you don't drink every day. I'm like, no, but when
But
we
you
do,
can.
it could easily turn into that. Like, you just lost your
Mhm.
brother. I put my blood in rehab. Like, and the stakes are too high. Like, I'm not
Yeah.
doing this,
Yeah.
I was turning into the mom who's doing it in front of my kids. Like, this is
Yeah.
bananas and bullshit. Like, when I was done, like, there was a very hard line that I was done. Um, and then she and I tried to keep in contact, but it became evident very quickly that our friendship was unsustainable without extracurricular activities. Like,
Yeah. So it's
and
just like a using relationship rather
it
than.
was, and
Yeah.
we were like this for 7 fucking years.
Wow.
Like we were always like, don't die on me, bitch. Like,
Yeah.
sending those memes, like,
Right,
really.
right, yeah.
And I had a really hard, like, my husband was very supportive of my sobriety, even though he's not sober, and he's not sober now.
Hmm.
He was supportive, and he saw me struggle so hard with her. I think it worried him. Like, well, if I keep drinking,
Wow.
like, are you okay with that? Like, and I was like, yes,
Yeah.
because I didn't, he and I partied together, but we didn't party
Mhm.
like she and I partied. Like, that was our jam.
Yeah.
That was the
Yeah.
thing. So, yeah, so I struggled for well over a year, like, trying to
Wow.
navigate how to not have that friendship at all, even though
So
it
you
was
guys just cut it then, the
pretty
friendship?
much.
So
Yep.
you were grieving. It was a death.
Oh, it was terrible. Yeah, it
It
was the
was a
most
death.
grieving I've ever done. And
Yeah.
so my daughter had spoken about Recovery Dharma when she got out of rehab. And I found a meeting, and so I said, let's go. I think it was just after Thanksgiving.
Hmm.
Um, and so it was still kind of fresh. So, August, September-ish, kind of our friendship breakup. And then
Hmm.
going to the meeting in November, December, I just was a mess still. And, like, I
Yeah.
I couldn't understand. Like, I feel like it was more it was more me than it was her, because I feel like I've had, like, patterns of abandonment in my life, like with my parents, and then my
Yeah.
sister and I being really close and falling out, and it was like, okay, just another person, like, I
Yeah.
can't provide for anymore, like, I'm useless to. um and so sharing that at the meeting, and just not knowing still at that time, like, how to navigate it, and then hearing Heather kind of talk about the same thing, it was really like a divine experience. Like,
Was.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
it
like your
really was.
souls were like, hi, hi. You know what I mean? Let's
Yeah.
come
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
But the
Yeah.
funny thing is, like, I heard her, like, in every word of her story, and then afterwards she came up to me. I don't know if you remember this.
Oh
She came
God.
up to me, and she was like very eager to, like, get my phone number, and I was very like, I don't need another friend right
Yeah.
now.
I
Like,
kind of
I
stalked her like you
Wow.
stalked me, Natasha.
well, and so I was like, well, and the meeting took place in Kalamazoo, and we're in Battle Creek. And so I assumed Heather lived in Kalamazoo. So I was like, oh, yeah, maybe we'll just get coffee sometime. Like, okay.
Yeah,
And I
sure.
was like, well, where do you live? And she said, Battle Creek. I'm like, oh, okay, me too. Where in Battle Creek? And then she told me where she lived. And I was like, Jesus Christ, you're 10 fucking minutes from my house. Give me your number, girl. Like, let's do this.
Wow.
I
Yeah.
came home and, like, told my husband, I'm like, oh my God, I just met this girl. Like, we look alike. We have the same kind of glasses. Like, we got the same kind of
Uh,
hair, same kind of bangs.
Yeah.
But also, too, like, in the beginning of our friendship, as excited as I was still, like,
Started.
hard
scared.
to, like, move
Yeah.
forward to actually trust someone.
Yeah.
However, knowing that my connection with my old best friend was through partying, I knew that wasn't an issue with Heather. And
Yeah.
so our new connection would be something created like totally
Out of
different.
spirituality, Dharma,
Right.
recovery,
Right.
right?
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
The
like
good stuff.
the long and short of it. I mean, I am open to answering questions about anything, but yeah, just the whole like friendship navigation was a real bitch for me, man. Like it was just
Yeah, setting those boundaries of once you leave that party world and you become sober or clean, and knowing that you can't hang around the people you used to hang around, and you have to
right.
set those boundaries. It's hard, and we have got to allow ourselves to grieve that.
Yeah.
And yeah, and I think through grieving it, I think we actually, I
Sorry.
mean, we do grow, but we also get a lot of answers. Oh, we lost her. She'll be back.
And she's like, you know what, guys, I can't fucking handle this. This
I
is too much
know.
grief.
I
She's
know.
like, I'm scared. I'm scared. No, I'm just
So,
kidding. I feel bad. I feel bad.
so
She-
I do want to say this. Marissa and I are very much alike. In fact, I joke around and I tell her, I said, in our next life, we're going to be twins. We're sharing the womb and we're coming out
Oh,
together. So,
yay. I
yeah.
love that. I'll meet you
But
guys. Like, I'll be
okay.
friendsies.
Okay. Oh, here she comes.
Back.
I made a joke. I was
Welcome
like,
back.
I was like, she got
Sorry.
scared and she's like,
I
this is
did.
too much grief.
See
Fuck
ya.
this. I'm out.
I'm done talking.
I
No.
really don't want to cut that out if we can.
No,
Spam
we're not
phone
going
call.
to. We're not
Because
going
we're
to.
just like,
So we we let it roll.
Well,
So
end
no,
of
I
funny
do have a
story.
question.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
have one burning question, and
Mhm.
I did want to interrupt. And that's
Well,
sometimes hard with these podcasts because you're like, when can I talk? When can I talk? When can I, you know? But
mhm.
so you're like, oh yeah, I did sober August, but I'm like, you've been doing cocaine and drinking. Like,
Yeah.
let's talk about like the first week. That was probably shit,
yeah,
right? Did you have
yeah.
withdrawals? Or are you one of those people who are like, you know what? I did it fine.
Honestly, I did it fine. Like, honestly, like,
All right, I gotta
I
go.
don't want to be an asshole. I don't, but like, I think I was so done and I was
Yeah.
Yeah.
wanting
Yeah.
to ride the high of it. From the minute I stopped, felt amazing. And I,
Wow.
I didn't have like, I didn't have to lose weight, but like I really like my body let go of inflammation. And I think
Oh
I
yeah.
lost probably 10 pounds of like water and bloating and inflammation. And
Hmm.
I felt
Toxins
amazing.
just build
Honestly,
up too.
I wish
Yeah.
I could say like I struggled. I probably did, maybe, but
I feel
it
like you
wasn't
didn't
bad enough
though.
to like remember. It wasn't bad
Marissa,
enough.
you're such a badass though. I mean,
Well,
No,
you
that's
you
awesome.
probably just
well, I
like,
think part of it too was like I probably masked. I honestly, maybe I masked a lot because I wanted my friend and my son to be sober so bad that
Yeah.
if I didn't want them to know I was struggling,
Yeah,
and that's
that's
yeah,
honestly
true.
yeah,
probably what happened.
As moms, like, so I can't relate, right? Because thank God my kids are not addicted to anything. My
Right.
son, I've questioned a few times. Me and my mom have had words with him because alcoholism runs so bad in my family. We're native. So
Yeah.
like all my ancestors dead from alcohol. Like my
Yeah. Oh,
grandfather and all his siblings dead from alcohol, period.
mhm.
So I can't, but I could say, like, putting myself in your shoes, if I did have a child like that, I would probably mask my
Yeah.
suffering of getting off it. I'd be like, I'm totally fine, guys.
Yeah. I
You
was the
know?
one like in the group chat every day posting like
Mm,
motivational stuff and
yeah.
like
Yeah.
let's keep this going, and
Yeah. I
so
wanted to tell you too, sorry to like keep taking over
it's
your
okay.
thing,
It's okay.
but I just met my daughter for lunch and I was not at it was a little bit of an estrangement
Mhm.
um when I went into rehab this last time and we talked about that. And I said
Mhm.
it's because I needed to grow.
Yeah.
I could not I had to heal myself to come back into this relationship because I was doing this and you needed action. So I
Hmm.
can't just come back and be like, "Oh, I'm fine." No, 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 no. I
Right,
had to
right.
show you. and I had to
Yeah.
do the work to show you. So
Right.
like I feel like anyone who's estranged from their children or, even like a temporary break, there is hope. There's always hope because even she's like, I get it and I
Hmm.
gave you that, but
Right.
I needed that too,
Right.
So
Right.
Yeah.
yeah, I think as moms, like, and I told her too, I said, listen, isn't it funny? Because she had a child. I said, isn't it funny when you realize your parents are fucking human
Right. And it's our
or
first time
human?
doing this. Like,
Yeah, we don't know shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
I don't know shit.
Yeah.
no,
I did my best.
we're doing
Yeah.
our best and we're just trying to do most of us better than what we got, you know?
Right.
Yeah. And
Exactly.
we want to make our kids proud, but also
Mm.
life hurts. Life
Yeah.
sucks. And we
Yeah.
have traumas that also we don't share with our kids. We're
Mhm.
not, I know a lot of women who aren't open books with their kids about their traumas because it's intense.
Right.
Me, for one, I'm like, y'all don't need to know, but they claim to know. They're liars. You guys
Right.
are liars if they're watching this.
I've always been an open book with my kids, and I
Like
think
about and stuff and
about what?
your trauma, like your past
Mhm.
trauma, like your previous before you
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, because they kind of, even though they were younger when I had issues with my parents, they kind of had a front row seat to it,
Oh, okay.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. But my kids are amazing human beings. Like my daughter, she recently has started visiting with my mom. And
Good.
so I'm really proud of her for that because I'm not strong enough for that, Like
Yeah.
I
Yep.
think that's so fucking rad to me. Like,
And rebuilding a relationship, you know what I
yeah,
mean?
Yeah.
yeah, because I mean, yeah, Heather knows Marley. She just
Yeah.
is an incredible little
She
beautiful
is.
human. But
Well, I
yeah,
hope she
like
sees this.
yeah, I don't know. She might. I don't know if they care. Like, and they're like, oh, that's my mom.
I
She's
think I think
sober.
they care. I think we
They
think
do
they don't
care.
care, but they're like they really
Yeah.
do care.
Yeah.
They do
Yeah.
care. I
Yeah.
know they care.
Yeah.
My
You know,
relationship with my daughter, like to talk about that estrangement kind of a little bit, I needed a break too. Like she kind of put me through the ringer for a while. And I am the kind of mom, and I was an enabler, and I know that. But I was also like the immediate fixer too, like
Mm.
which is enabling too, right? Like
mhm.
uh, I would my kids would show me Snapchats she would put up at 5 a.m. or 3 a.m. of, just really sad stuff, hard stuff. And I'd get my ass up and drive over there, or
Oh, yeah.
pick up the pieces and like,
Yeah.
make everything okay. Like I'm Italian, I grew up Italian.
Ooh,
You don't
there you
want to
go.
look bad, You're
Right.
just
Yeah.
Yeah.
like that rug we love to
Mhm.
sweep
Yeah.
it under the rug.
Yeah.
That was my life.
Yeah.
But yeah, so when she went into rehab too, I think that was part of like, at the beginning stages of sober August, um, it it made it easier. Like a huge weight was
Yeah.
off my shoulder. Like, okay, she's good, she's there, she's safe. She probably hates me, and I think she did, but oh well.
Mhm.
Like
But you
now
didn't
she
have
can,
that like weight of responsibility for her
yes,
addiction and
Yeah.
her,
yes,
everything.
yes,
Yeah.
because my kids witnessed well, she put them through the ringer too,
Mhm.
and they have their own stories.
And people in
Um,
addiction, we do. We
yeah,
we are like little
Yeah.
tornadoes. And it's not because we want
right.
to, it's the addiction doing it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, and what was I
Sorry.
don't remember what I was gonna say. I mean, by all accounts, I think she's still sober to this day. And I think that's amazing for her. And I couldn't be more proud. And if that's what it takes for her to stay sober, for us to just have this, we know we love each other from a distance relationship,
Mhm.
then
Yeah.
I would I would give the rest of my life for that, you know?
That's a mom. That's a mom
Yeah.
though, right?
And
Yeah.
it's
You
hard because
sacrifice
that's
everything.
sacrifice. Like I know, like I'm missing,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but I'll miss everything if it means that she could just stay sober.
Oh my God. I feel
Yeah.
that so hard
Yeah.
because if my kid was in the same position where I go, here we go, get the fucking
Oh,
Kleenex.
Yeah.
But if my
Yeah.
kid was in the same spot, I would. In a heart, we'd die for our children, right? Easy.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
thought. Just boom.
Yeah.
Take me.
Yeah.
So, oh my gosh, I thank you so
Right.
much for being open and vulnerable.
Yeah.
That's hard too,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? But in recovery, it's so important. It's
Yeah.
another key to, sobriety.
Yeah.
Fun sobriety.
Right. I love it. Like I
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
I sing sobriety's praises all the
Yeah.
time to people, I,
Yep.
How, what, gosh, why am I brain farting right now? It's a really easy question. How long have you been sober?
well, it'll be 3 years in July 31st.
Oh,
So
yay.
Which is
yeah.
my birthday.
Yeah, which is Heather's birthday.
There's
Like that's
another
another
divine
right.
That's
connection.
crazy, you guys. You guys are
I
meant
know.
to be. Okay,
Yeah.
Right,
officially, you're
exactly.
meant to be. Okay.
Marissa, here's a question I've been wanting to ask,
Okay.
and I've never thought to ask you this before. Of course, I know your kids, and they are the most amazing kids ever,
You.
aside from mine. But have they ever like just come to you and say, Mom, I am so proud of you for being sober?
I wish I could answer that with like a confident yes, but they haven't.
Okay.
And
Okay.
that's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, that's
That's
okay.
okay.
When I'm around them and you,
Hmm.
your family, I can see it in them.
Hmm.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
I think
Yeah. And
I'm
sometimes our actions, they speak a lot louder than words
yeah.
do.
They
So, yeah.
probably have like, but
Yeah.
it's not because believe me, if they did, that would be a moment I'd be like, oh my God, it's happening, you know.
Yeah.
Um, but I don't need that from them either.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
I
Yeah.
I I know that they're proud of me.
Yeah.
It's just not, I think too for them, it was kind of like I was just good enough at hiding it until
Okay.
I wasn't in the end.
Okay.
And I didn't put them through the ringer. So it's not like they
Yeah.
had to like
Yeah.
process through sobriety with me or anything,
Yeah.
like, so I think to them, it's just, this is my mom, but this is just like the better version of her,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
It's not like you have to go make amends and all that, you know what I
right.
mean? And go
No.
back and be like, okay, remember this. So
But I
that's
do think
good.
early on I did. I feel like I did have conversations with them about like, I'm sorry that I kind of lost my shit at the end there,
Yeah.
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 Like,
Yeah.
that's not a proud
Mhm.
moment to,
No.
I think a lot of us feel like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. But know that there are many people out there that are proud of you. I always say anyone that can get sober or clean on their own, they are
Oh,
100% my hero.
Right. Oh,
same.
And because
appreciate that.
that's something I never could do. I tried and I tried and I just couldn't.
Yeah.
So I know what it's like. Um,
It's a whole lot of
and
white knuckling.
yeah,
I was gonna say
yeah,
white knuckle
yeah.
struggle.
Yeah,
It's
so
real. Like,
I mean, you're my hero anyway, but you're like 200% my hero
I
for doing it
appreciate
on
that.
your own. Yeah.
The one, I know my people around me are proud of me. I know that
Yeah.
it's like, but because um, sometimes I wonder, like, because I didn't hit like a rock bottom, I didn't go through
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
rehab. I didn't go through like, nobody really saw me struggle, because
Yeah.
I'm good at like hiding,
Mhm.
masking or not hiding, but masking.
Yeah.
Um, the one person I wanted more affirmation from was probably my husband
Okay.
because he's the love of my life, and I
Mhm.
I'm not like I don't resent him for it. Like he's given
Mhm.
me some like on my 1 year anniversary or 2 year, like, hey, good job, like I'm proud of you, but like I know he's proud of me, but sometimes I wonder if it's hard for him to express it. Um, Only because he still drinks and
Yeah.
you
But
know,
I see it in his eyes when he looks at you, how much he
yeah.
loves you and adores you and how much he is proud of you.
Dude, I'm such a cheap fucking date now. Like, take me out, give me a Coke Zero. 4 of them. That fucker tries to pump me full of Coke Zero when we go out to dinner now. I'm like, hey, I can't stay up all night anymore. Not all of us are doing lines of Coke.
Oh my I
Oh
feel that
God.
it's like 6 o'clock. I got a Coke. I'm like, whoa, it's
Oh
getting
I know.
yeah.
I
lonely,
just had
guys.
a cup of coffee. I'm like, ooh, girl,
Ooh.
Yeah.
I have to take an
Yeah.
extra progesterone tonight to get to sleep.
Oh my God.
Marissa, if what advice or suggestion or recommendation can you give somebody who wants to get sober, or clean and try it on their own? What would you say to them?
Um, I think I would say don't be afraid of um going to a meeting. Um, there's no like you don't have to like you deserve a soft landing, right?
Yeah.
You don't deserve to have a rock bottom. So it's okay to do it on your own. Don't be afraid of going to a meeting because you might meet your best friend, your next best friend, because I think surrounding yourself with sober people, I think there is a period of detoxing your life and you have to be prepared for that. Or even
Hmm.
if you're not prepared for it, it's going to happen. And
Yeah.
be open to knowing that aspects of your life are going to have to change in order for you to be successful. If sobriety is your long-term goal, then there are you just have to accept that your life is going to be different for the better. But
Yeah.
it takes a minute to get through that. So find somebody who you can be open and raw with, and who's not going to judge you, and who's going to support you, and who's also sober. Like, I think that just that made the world a difference for me, Heather. Like, if I think I'm such a strong-willed person, I would just I'd be sober still, but I think I'd be lonely. I wouldn't have found you, and if I didn't have you, then I wouldn't have the endurance to, you know, or the joy the bonus joy that I get from being sober and having a sober friend. So
I love you.
I love you.
Oh, that was sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Life is much better with a bestie that's sober. Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
makes all the difference in the world, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, your tribe has to change.
Yeah, definitely. Well, thank you. That's great advice. I really appreciate that.
No.
Definitely. Yeah, yeah. And I know that, like I said before, your family is so proud of you. I see it in their eyes. I see it when they're around you. And Marissa does every Sunday, and I fucking love this. Every Sunday she meal preps and they have a family dinner. And there's no ifs, ands, or buts.
Oh,
There is a family dinner, and I love
There you go.
that.
Yeah.
And yeah, and her kids are there, and it's just the best feeling in the world. I've been there a couple times. I've been honored to be there a couple times, and
oh,
it's just the
cool.
best feeling in the world. And I know that your family is so proud of you. You've done
Yeah.
good. You've
You
done really
know, yeah, I don't thank you.
good.
I don't want to say like they don't say they're proud of me. I mean, my kids and I are just close. Like we
Yeah,
text
yeah,
every day
yeah,
anyway, like just it's yeah, I don't need the affirmation of them being
yeah,
proud of me and my
But it's
sobriety.
also
Like
nice to hear sometimes as a
it
mom,
is.
like mine,
It
mine have
is.
said it and I'm like, thank you,
Yeah.
because it validates like that hard ass work we go through, the
Yeah,
changes of
I
the life, the
yeah,
grieving,
yeah.
all of it.
I think
yeah.
that, I hope in their life they don't really ever have to go through that. I mean, my kids
Mhm.
aren't sober. I know that.
Yeah.
I'm kind of a lone wolf in that department in my house. I don't judge them for not being sober. I
Yeah,
just they know that they need to be smart and make good decisions. And if they can
Yeah.
control it and moderate
Yeah.
themselves, then I think that's amazing. And like
Yeah.
I've seen the work, my daughter has done and um recognizing, oops, maybe this is a little too much, or maybe, she'll take a break or whatever. My son will take frequent breaks from alcohol too. Like it's not something
Mhm.
that as teenagers or not even teenagers, young adults, they're all 21, 22, 20 and older. they could be out going to the bars every night, but that's not the life that they want. I think
Yeah.
because we've made it a priority for them to be responsible if you can be. And if you
Yeah.
can't, then we'll get some help. Like, and
Yeah.
there won't be any judgment.
Yeah.
So,
That's so
Exactly.
important coming from a parent because I think growing up, I know that was a huge fear was, oh my God, I'm going to get in trouble. But I had a Marine dad and I got the belt more often than not.
yeah,
And that judgment from my parents, I was scared to death. Scared to,
right.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
So,
Me too.
yeah,
Me
Yeah.
too.
yeah, yeah. Natasha, do you have any more questions for Marissa?
I just want to say I think you're amazing. I do have a question, and you don't have to answer this by any means at all. But if you could say something to your daughter right now, what would you say? And you don't have to answer.
Yeah, I would just remind her that I love her more than anything. I always have. That love has never changed. And she's my firstborn. And so I'm
Ooh,
sorry because you got the worst version of me. And I was doing the best I could as a teen mom. And
you're a kid raising a kid. That's
I
what,
was I was a kid raising a kid and I wasn't perfect and I made mistakes and I used my parents and dumped my kid. Like
Yeah,
I had babysitters and I could
as
go
we
out and
do.
do
I do
my
too.
thing.
yeah,
Yeah. And
yeah.
so you got the worst version of me growing up. And so I'm sorry for that. And, I just want you to be well and healthy and, just know that you're loved. And when and if the day ever comes that we can find a way to reunite, I would do it in a heartbeat. So yeah, thank you for that
Well,
question.
thank you for answering. I was
Yeah.
like, well, she'll be like,
Yeah.
no.
I don't cry, but like I really so I'm perimenopausal, right? Like I'm 40, almost 49,
Girlfriend. I'm
and I'm on
48.
all the hormones. So
And we have kids that around the same age. And they're,
yeah,
not sober, but they're not in addiction either. So
right, exactly.
I'm
Yeah,
like
and
relating so much to you. I'm like,
yeah. I find like I'm so in my like I don't give a fuck era. Like
Yeah.
nothing offends me. Nothing fucking bothers me really. Like
Yeah.
whatever. I'm just kind of
that's kind of why we started this podcast, just to tell
Yeah.
people we don't really care.
yeah,
Yeah.
But
I
here's this.
don't.
Here's a bunch of shit, but we don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, we do care. That's why we're doing
Well,
this,
no, we care, but like about the
but
bullshit.
we're real, we're
Right,
raw,
right.
we're not
I
editing, we're just rolling.
That's, yeah,
That's
not
what life
perfection. We
is.
don't care about
You have to
perfection.
roll. Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
right. But when it
Definitely.
comes to like sometimes having like, asking that question about my daughter, it should evoke big feelings. And I do have like a big feeling about it, but I don't have a sad feeling about it. Like I miss her so much. I miss her. And I would love to know what the possibility of a relationship with her healthy and me healthy looks like.
Yeah.
But I'm not sad that it's not happening now. I'm not
Mhm.
sad that it wasn't forced to happen.
Right.
And
Yeah.
so, and also I think a lot of that, like the reason I mentioned hormones and perimenopause is I think that my brain is just shifted to like a place of like, um, just more like even keel like but i
Is
i
it like
don't
acceptance?
yeah
Just kind of
it's
Yeah.
yes
acceptance?
Yeah.
acceptance and just feeling like um I'm not going to cry about it. I'm going to just keep holding that space and
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know I don't know.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah, I'll have a good cry once every maybe 2 months, Heather. I don't know what it is
Yeah.
anymore, but
Yeah.
it's not very often.
Yeah.
Just get it out, move
Yep.
on.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah. Feels
yeah.
good
Yep.
too. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it was great meeting you.
Yes.
Oh, it's
I'm
great
Yes.
so
meeting
glad I get to
you.
meet you because I hear so much about you. So now I can put a face to a name and
Well,
personality.
let's three towhead musketeers whoop it
Yes.
up and have some coffee and
Yeah, we
be
Yes,
should.
crazy.
I am
Definitely.
down. I am down.
Definitely.
I have to make a
Well,
trip that way soon anyway, so I'm
Maybe a Coke
absolutely in.
Zero after
oh,
4
good.
p.m.
Good. Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll be up till 2. I can't.
Well, that's when I wake up.
Well, that's why me and my husband have this joke. He calls it my first nap and my second nap. So I'll fall asleep for a half hour, an hour, wake up. That was first nap,
Yeah.
when I go to bed. And then like 11 o'clock, I'm just like sitting here and then I lay back down. I'm like, get my 2 hour second nap up at 2. I'm like, hey, what's
Yep.
going on? You
Let's
just
go.
fucking sleep. I'm like, I'm a woman, okay? How
Let's
dare
go
you
and prove
sleep?
it. Right. My husband calls it an appetizer. That's
Oh
my
my
I
that's
love
my
it.
first nap about 6:30 p.m. is my appetizer, and then I
Oh, I
stay up.
know. My God. I met my peoples.
You did. You did.
For
You
real.
did. Three
Marissa, it's
men
been a
wolf pack.
pleasure having you on here. Thank you for sharing your story and
Absolutely. Being
digging really, going
vulnerable.
really deep into your
Yeah.
heart today. I
Thank you.
appreciate that.
Anytime. It was
Yeah.
great meeting you. I'm not nervous anymore. I was a little nervous and a little sweaty, but I'm
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
No,
Well, good. We
very
can do it
good.
again sometime. Definitely.
Perfect. I'm
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. Maybe we can do it at the coffee cafe where we all go.
Oh,
Okay.
cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
We can
All right.
absolutely do like a Seinfeld thing. Just bitch
Oh,
about the food
love
Yes.
Seinfeld. Oh my God.
while we
Yes.
have
I
hot
love Seinfeld.
flashes.
Oh my God.
Don't
Hot
worry,
mess
I'll be running to the
express.
bathroom with my fucking IBS. Just run to the bathroom so you won't even see me in there.
We've got all the bases covered. IBS,
Oh,
Yeah, we're good.
constipation, this
We're
yeah.
one.
good.
Yep. Yep.
Can't
Yes.
take us anywhere. I don't know.
Well,
Well,
whoever tunes into this, thank you for watching.
yes. Thank you for being here. If you would like to be a guest on our podcast, or if you have a suggestion or would like a certain sobriety subject covered, you can email us at silversisters@therealtyofsobriety.org. We appreciate you being a listener, being a viewer. Remember to share this episode and subscribe, like, and follow. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.